this week was death week. Yeah, this week was like, other weeks were hard, but this week was like the hardest week for sure. Didn't feel like doing any of the workouts, but I had some of the best workouts this week, just because I wasn't really feel like working out. Mm-hmm. But then, I will myself do it, and we got some real good workouts in. So yeah, this is the worst week of prep so far right here. But I love it. You know what I mean?
Charles Griffen preparing for Indy Pro on the road, my bro. Let's go. I want to know what's his planning and what his prep look like. Thank you, Uncle John, for bringing this up. What's up guys, welcome back again in my YouTube channel Joan Sagala in the bodybuilding new session. So today we gonna hurt guys. Okay, we gonna looking for Charles Griffen on the road and on the way to Indy Pro. I think Indy Pro gonna be happening next week, right? Next week or 2 weeks, I believe next week. And Charles Griffen is one of the competitors. We still have Justin Rodriguez, Blessing our debut, but this one is Charles Griffen. And thank you for Uncle John. Big shout out to Uncle John, because Uncle John was DM me on Instagram and he sent his link. He was already making some interview with Charles Griffen, and we all can hear his planning, okay? His diet, his mindset, and everything we gonna watch, okay? So before we go jump up into it guys, please click the bell button, share, like, and comment. And let's go guys, Charles Griffen on the way to Indy Pro. Thank you, Uncle John.
And then you got New York Pro, right?
I'm not gonna do New York Pro.
Okay.
Just don't like doing
because you're gonna win Indy, that's why.
yeah. I'm gonna win Indy. We're gonna win Indy.
Oh, there's no question.
I'm still gonna compete. I'm still gonna compete in another show. After I win Indy, then we're gonna I'm not gonna do New York Pro, I'm gonna do the Cal Pro.
Oh, all right.
That's 2 weeks later. I just like coming, 1 week, do the show this weekend and getting ready for a show next weekend. I don't want to do it like that.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. So I want to, that's 2 weeks after. So the 14th and then the 28th is the Cal Pro. So that'll be my next show.
Wow, Charles Griffen was really believe on himself that he's gonna win in the Pro. But that's really awesome mindset, guys. That's really, you have to has the mindset, right? You have to has the mindset of the champion that you can win the show. Of course, if you really have this mindset, you're gonna push your limit, you're gonna try and doing your best, and the best results is gonna, it's gonna come to you. So you have to doing it with your heart, right? So that's really one lesson that you can doing it. And he said he's not gonna doing New York Pro after Indy Pro, because after Indy Pro show we have New York Pro for the next week, and he's not doing New York Pro, but he's doing Cali Pro, which is the next week of the New York Pro. So why he not doing New York Pro? Maybe he just need a time, right? He just need to take a rest time for in 1 week between the show, right? So I think that's a really good idea, good strategy for Charles Griffen for doing some competition, right? That's a really good idea.
How do you think you're going to do with the Cal Pro? Because most of the time, they don't pick guys like you. They usually pick like, who won the Cali Pro?
They usually pick like more streamlined.
Yeah.
What the hell, Uncle John? What the hell? So funny, man. The judges not pick like Charles Griffen, like.
With the new changes with the hitting the vacuum in the front shots, this and that, and us, not really worried about being. I'm not going to be the biggest guy on stage, you know what I mean? But play to my advantage where I come in shredded, and I will have some of the most muscle on my frame out of the show, but in regards to the scale, I'm never going to be the biggest guy. So
yeah, you're always the densest.
Yeah,
you always have that round, dense muscle, and plus that grainy muscle that you don't see often, you know, with all those years of pushing. That's what you bring, when you come out, you bring that wow factor. Some bodybuilders come out and they don't have that wow factor, and you come out and it's like all eyes on you.
Yeah, I agree that Charles Griffen doesn't really have the wow factor, right? But you know, the shape, the grainy, the condition he really has, right? You can see this photo, okay? He hit the most muscular. I mean, like, yeah, it's not really, you know, detail like a 3D muscle, like a pill hit, but this condition, man, it's really on point. You can see the separation, still see the hard grainy dance. He also hit the great vacuum. We can say he really freak short guy muscle, right? And you can see the side post here. This is, I think, yesterday he was give us the physique up. The detail is still on there, man. This is a really, you know, 1 weeks out update from Charles Griffen, and gonna see and looking forward what his look like on stage, right? So keep it up, guys. Okay, I'm getting excited right now.
You're gonna beat those two guys because I have my own rating system, and if you're on my show, then you're gonna beat the guys who aren't on my show.
So you want? We got 2 weeks, so I can get on your show for the next 2 weeks, so we can.
That's right, you wreck
everybody. If you on the Uncle John show, you're gonna have the rating system from Uncle John that you're gonna win the show. So Charles, you come in my show, Charles, okay? Come on, come in my show and you're gonna have my rating system for winning the show. This is so fun, man.
And Justin and Blessing have never been on my show, so they automatically lost. That's it. It's all right. That's all right. Yeah. But I remember, who did you edge out when you won? You edged out Akeem.
Akeem, Max Charles. That was the top three right there, and then I can't really remember as it trickled down from there. But those were the top two people that I edged out.
Yeah, man. You know what? I'm always thinking the biggest enemies of Charles Griffen is Max Charles and Akeem Williams. Especially Max Charles. They could have the great battle, man. The epic battle between Charles Griffen versus Max Charles. That's what I always thinking in my mind. Who is better between Charles Griffen and Max Charles? And of course Akeem Williams too.
Akeem is a big dude.
Big boy, both of them, him and Max Charles. I feel like a little dude in between them two. You know what I mean? I was standing amongst some big fellas. You know what I mean? But
Akeem is a monster. He goes to the same gym as me because he lives in Jersey now. We both have the same thing in common. Me and Akeem we're both from Brooklyn originally. Yeah. And then we both moved to Jersey because our wives are from Jersey.
So I see who wears the pants in both of the relationships.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I just pay the bills. It's all.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to have a same wife from the New Jersey, I think.
Give me an idea of what you're eating right now. I know it's a rough week, and this was a rough week. But what's your diet like right now?
Actually, man, like last week was like a crazy week with eating. Last Friday.
Wow, so this is about his diet. Okay, so this is about his diet. So let's go. We heard what he's eating and what his diet plan, and let's hear what he's eating from the last Friday.
Last Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I had a refeed all 4 of those days in a row. And 3 of those days, I had a cheat on 3 of those days. And on the other, the 4th refeed, I just had a refeed with a clean refeed. And the way I woke up, after the 3rd day of refeeding, I woke up a pound lighter than I woke up on Friday before the refeed. So then we had another one Monday. And so since Tuesday, I've been on my baseline diet. And my baseline diet, my refeed diet is about 6,000 some calories, you know what I mean? Like 480 grams of rice, 200 grams of chicken. On a couple meals. I wake up in the morning on my refeed day. I have 3 English muffins, 200 grams of steak, 2 whole eggs, 10 grams of peanut butter and jelly on each of them, with 180 grams of rice. And then it goes on like that. But then my baseline diet is 150 grams of rice, 200 grams of steak, 150 grams of rice, and 2 whole eggs, and 200 grams of chicken, 180 grams of rice on 2 meals. I have a shake and a protein, and then my last meal is 200 grams of chicken with 50 grams of oats.
What? What? That's a really, huge meal. That's really big meal. It sounds really like a not diet, okay? Not really diet. It seems like a cheat day every single day. Wow. I think Charles Griffen is one of the lucky guy, okay? One of the lucky person or competitors in the world who can being able still eat a huge amount of the food. Man, so he's consuming a lot of food even when he was diet.
So you're consuming a lot of food. Were you always able to?
Yeah, my whole career I was always, beside the beginning, I never really zeroed out. I never go really below 200 grams of carbs, you know what I mean? 180 grams of carbs is like 0 carbs for me,
Right. And what about cardio? How much cardio are you doing?
We're just doing 30 minutes 5 times a week right now.
Yeah, you're destined to be a bodybuilder. You're destined to be a champion bodybuilder. Because with that kind of diet and that cardio you do and the shape that you're in, I've seen the physique updates on Instagram. I mean, there's no question about it that you are a destined champion bodybuilder.
Yeah, I was supposed to be doing something. I was supposed to be doing something when it comes to muscle.
So, okay, with that question, Charles Griffen officially the winner of the Indy Pro. He's the destination of the winner of Indy Pro. Man, I hope I can be Charles Griffen, man, who can consuming a lot of the food even when I was dieting. That's really in heaven, man. It's not look like diet. It not feel like a diet, but he's never below on the 200 grams of carbs. Well, I mean, like, it's really high carbs for me, but he's never down below 200 grams of carbs. Wow, I mean, like, that's really impressive. Good job, good luck for you, Charles Griffen. Okay, and I'm looking forward how you gonna doing on stage. And of course, thank you so much, Uncle John, for making the interview with Charles Griffen. And hopefully, I'm gonna looking forward for the next competitors that you gonna interview, Uncle John. Charles Griffen, good luck, man. Thank you so much guys for watching. I'm your host Joan Sagala signing out. May God bless you all.